Right guys, welcome back to another ECW 2006 review. It is the December 12th show. We're 2 shows now out from that horrible pay-per-view, ECW December to Dismember. And still we're being led to believe that Heyman is here, even though he's not here, he's gone.
He's left the building,
But
folks.
we kick off the shows with the announcement that there's going to be a handicap match later on tonight. It's going to be Bobby Lashley versus Heyman's Enforcers, even though Heyman isn't there, so he
Like,
doesn't
why
need
do they
any
wait to put
Enforcers.
these guys in a match when Heyman's gone? When I feel like if they were going to be in a match, it would be so much better if Heyman was at ringside.
Aye. So
Disaster.
Don't really know, but these guys got battered last week. I didn't think we'd see them again,
Nope.
but we do see them again. So they live to fight another week. I think it might be fair to say this will be the last week we
Yep,
see them, though.
I do that.
I would actually bet decent money on this being the last week that we see them, and we're not really missing anything anyway. Opening match, RVD taking on Test, non-extreme rules match, decent opener. Obviously Test eliminated RVD in the elimination chamber with that really cool top rope elbow from the chamber
On the chair.
onto the chair. Can RVD get revenge here? No, he can't because Test wins with a roll up, holding the rope. So Test basically cheating there.
Here comes.
And I guess that if you think of this roster, I mean, Test is probably first in line, I'd say, for a title shot
Yeah.
because
Big Show's gone. And he was third in the chamber.
yeah, and he's just defeated RVD.
Yep.
So I would argue that I would argue that Test probably should be getting a title shot. Will he get a title shot soon? Who knows?
The Rumble.
Up next with Matt Striker calls out Balls Mahoney, basically running down the town, run down everyone with the name Balls, hits Mahoney in the balls, and then makes a few jokes, makes his way to the back. It's been a decent segment, but to me, why are they getting in a feud after the pay-per-view? Should the feud not have been like before and leading up to the pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view.
Instead, their feud started at the pay-per-view. And
It's just.
ECW doesn't have another fucking pay-per-view.
I know.
Like, if ECW had pay-per-views on a monthly basis, then I could maybe understand it.
Maybe they'll start doing the TNA gimmick for hard to kill.
But the fact that that was TNA, that was ECW's only real pay-per-view, they should have made a big deal of it. Everything should have been getting programmed to finish that pay-per-view, and it wasn't. Who do you blame? Do you blame Vince? Do you blame Heyman?
I blame Finny Mac.
I don't know, but I mean, who decided the rest of the card?
I know.
Although I'd like to think if it was Heyman doing the rest of the card, he'd have put in Extreme Rules matches and shit.
Exactly. But maybe Heyman's pish.
Maybe Heyman thinks
Heyman's pish nice. Maybe he's pish.
Maybe Heyman thought, no, if we put in Extreme Rules matches, it'll take away for the Extreme Rules Chamber, which wasn't even Extreme.
Exactly.
I don't know. Anyway, we're not here to talk about ECW December to Dismember. So Mahoney Striker. So far, the show's been all right. Up next with Elijah Burton and Takai, they introduce themselves, but why are you introducing yourselves? We already know who you are, right?
Yep.
We've seen you lose to the Hardys and then you beat the FBI at the pay-per-view.
And you did commentary, mate.
Yeah, so
We know who you are, son.
this is something that should have happened like fucking a month ago. So I don't know. I feel like Rene Dupree, Shannon Moore, Punk, Balls Mahoney got a shitload of vignettes, and yet these guys just kind of got thrown in at the deep end. Are they not doing vignettes anymore?
No, I've noticed that.
When was the last time we've seen a vignette?
Exactly.
We haven't. I don't know. I think the vignettes worked well. I think that's how you should be debuting people. Well, maybe not everyone. Maybe the odd person you want to just debut out the blue, but I mean, I think vignettes are a good way to actually get you invested in the character before you see them.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, you see, maybe you want a 10-minute match with somebody.
Exactly. Especially Balls Mahoney.
Yeah.
We want a chair shot to the dome, killing somebody.
And by the time CM Punk or Kevin Ford made their debut, you were a wee bit excited. And by the time Shannon Moore made his debut, you weren't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then you shit.
Mistake those two there.
But anyway, so up next with CM Punk versus Hardcore Holly. And this one ends in a D.
Because Hardcore Holly kept on battering him in the corner.
Yeah, Hardcore Holly is punching away,
Said,
closed fists. Referee, I mean, imagine a referee on an ECW show disqualifying you for using a closed fist. God damn it.
And then
Punk locks in the Anaconda face and Hardcore Holly taps.
What is the harm of Punk beating Holly?
Maybe Hardcore Holly's going to be the new champ.
Please God.
Maybe he's the guy that they push forward.
He might be, fuck.
Maybe it's not going to be
in
Test.
His career.
But anyway, We've had 4 of the 6 competitors compete in the chamber match compete tonight, and neither of them really look that strong because Punk got battered and it got DQ'd. Holly ended up tapping but didn't lose the match. RVD
Lost.
looked strong but got beat, and
Big
Test
Show's no there.
cheated to
Yeah.
win. So I don't really understand that. I mean, to me, like, what about Fatal 4? Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way? Main event. Those 4.
#1 contenders.
Aye. Test, RVD, CM Punk, Hardcore Holly.
Oh, but we can't do that.
Nope. Up next with Tommy Dreamer challenging the great KHALI, and instead he gets Tafari for the 3rd week in a row.
You know what? See this? See that? I mean, I'm not even joking. That can turn a show for like a 7 to a 0. See stuff like that? It's no, that is atrocious.
Tommy Dreamer never met Tafari until the pay-per-view. Faces him at the pay-per-view, faces him the ECW show after the pay-per-view, then faces him in this show tonight. Tommy Dreamer gets the win with a DDT. This lasted about a minute. Why is Tommy Dreamer loses the important match at the pay-per-view, but then wins the next 2 in ECW?
No.
I'm not a fan of this. KHALI comes out, double-handed chokeslam onto the outside. So after the match, on 3 occasions, KHALI's done the double-handed chokeslam to Tommy Dreamer. Are we trying to get this whole Tommy Dreamer thing? May I have another? I mean, is that what we're getting at here? Just, I want to see someone come out and help Tommy Dreamer. Even if it's not an original, what about Bobby Lashley? What about saying, like, I'm the new ECW, we're not going to have this bullshit?
I know. I know he's fucking jobbing.
I'd like to see Bobby Lashley come out and just kill KHALI, just tears fucking heat off his shoulders, but we didn't get that. What we did get, though, was Bobby Lashley versus Paul Heyman's security team in this match. I mean, it is what it is. Bobby Lashley just looks green. He does. And these 2 guys were pish. So, handicap match, tagging in and out. To me, the way Lashley's been booked, they should have been in the ring at the same time to pose any sort of a viable threat, I think.
Yeah, we don't even know who they are.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the Basham brothers. Like, Taz says that because they look very similar, they're going to have the advantage because the ref won't know who the legal man is. I mean, I guess to an extent, but they still need to tag in and out. I mean, regardless of whether they look the same. And in the end, Lashley wins with a spear on one of them. And the show goes off there with Lashley celebrating with his title. Lackluster. He beat up Paul Heyman's security team, who we don't even know who they are. How are you supposed to get
excited
about that? Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know what's happening here.
I know what's happening. It's fucking pish.
We haven't seen Sandman since the pay-per-view. We had Sabu come back at the end of last week's show, or at the start of last week's show. Sabu came out with the chair, and then he's not on this week's show.
I know.
Mike Knox turns on Kelly. Hits her with the finishing move last week.
Brilliant.
And we don't see him this week. We don't see. I think we've seen a replay, but we didn't get Kelly or Mike Knox.
I like Tommy Dreamer. We've been asking why he's not there, right? See the Tafari, KHALI. I think it's done. Unless you're going to do him KHALI, which it doesn't even look like they're going to do. Fucking scrap it. You bastards.
Why not maybe have a Taz, Mike Knox sitting or something like that?
I know.
Taz confronts Mike Knox next. I don't know. It wasn't good. I'll give it a. It's a 2 for me. It's a fucking 2. Show started no bad, but it didn't get much better than that.
I'm giving it a 1. For the simple fact is, see that Tafari Dreamer stuff? That is
has to go. Has to go. I'm pretty sure he gets chokeslammed on a steel step, so I don't think it's done yet. I wouldn't be surprised if next week we get Tafari versus Tommy Dreamer. One more.
I don't mind if it's Dreamer KHALI, but not if it's Hang. But anyway, guys, 1.5. Till next week. Peace.